Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. Got some news here today. Ricky Holberman will never ask for a day off, but today he is. Just kind of feeling under the weather a little bit. Not feeling it today. So Brady Dunn, the guy that we were trying to trade away that was vetoed by the community, he's going to get the start in left field today and bat cleanup. So he's in the 4-hole. I want to see how this is all going to play out, and maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the memes for you all. But 89-62 for the Richmond Good Boys. 77-win ball club here for Wisconsin. This game means a lot. This series means a lot. Actually, the next couple weeks mean a lot for Wisconsin, especially after trading Avante Duckworth. Everybody was all kind of up in arms like, how can they do that? That's their number one hitter. Like, they need him. But they're still here. They're still in the playoff push despite losing the cancerous, talented player, right? So let's move on here. Bottom first, Omar Villafuerte, guy that's supposed to be hurt, gives up a base hit to Brady Dunn. I think you guys might be right here. Brady Dunn is a Richmond lifer. His next batter up with a 2-2 count is Logan Boucher. Ground ball should be out number 3, but Brady Dunn steps in front of Jimbo Crawford, the third baseman, and he impacts the throw. This is the type of player that Brady Dunn is. He's not the most talented player out there, but man, he does all the right things. Looked like he might have gotten a little elbow up there on Jimbo's beard. Might have thrown him off a little bit, but it does allow Connor Altman, who's having a hot season, a really good season, a career year for Connor Altman, to step up with 2 runners on, try to come through. Can't do it, but it did give us another opportunity. Shevchuk, meanwhile, in the top of the 3rd inning, strikes out Paul Moore. He's going to get strikeout number 5. And he got a throwdown from Chris Addison. Going to toss out the runner on a stolen base attempt. So out number 3 of the inning. Let's go bottom 3rd. Man on base for Brady Dunn right down the middle. First pitch, hacking is Brady Dunn. It's a 2-run shot. And the man that we were supposed to get rid of, he might have taken that to heart. I tell you what, though, dude. He's one of those guys that you talk crap about, and he just makes you eat crow. He's just one of those dudes. Connor Altman, we do get another runner on. Connor Altman comes through with another 2-run shot. So 2 2-run homers in the inning. And Connor Altman puts us up 5-0. Meanwhile, Shevchuk has got 7 strikeouts, so he's doing work. He's shutting these guys down. Michael Estrada comes up. That looks like to be a base hit. Nope. Thanks to Scott Gonzalez's glove. That is out number 3 of the top of the 5th. Let's go top 6. That looks like a deep drive. Oh, no. That is Feliz over the head of Brady Dunn, but that is not going to get a run home. So it is still 5-0. Jimbo Crawford, though, will get a base knock here. Kingston Mondesir, strong throw from center field, but 2 runs will score. And just like that, Wisconsin is now back in the ballgame here. They seem like they were out of it, but they're back in it now. 5-2. And now Brady Dunn is going to toss this thing into home. Are they going to try this thing? No. Oof. Not going to try it here. Don't make the second out at home, I guess, is the rule that they're implementing here. But uh-oh, we got a base hit. Kingston Mondesir got to come up throwing here hard again, but throw's going to come offline. It is 5-4. 2 runs are going to come home. And things are getting a little out of control here for the Good Boys. They got to find a way to shut this thing down. So Shevchuk's day is done. I think the pitch count kind of got to him a little bit. Had a lot of strikeouts, but we're going to turn to Cesar Silva. Full count pitch here. Fly ball. A little shallow pop fly. Quevedo's got this one. No problem. Not deep enough to do any damage here on the base pass. Nobody's going to move up. But we do have Michael Estrada to worry about. The hot-hitting rookie in a 2-1 pitch. That's a base hit here. Runner rounding 3rd, headed for home. Here comes the throw from Brady Dunn. It's a 1-hopper. Addison will apply the tag. They got him. This is the Brady Dunn game. The Brady Dunn revenge game. Don't you trade me. I'm a good boy for life. Dude, this guy has an RBI double, a 2-run homer, and a run-saving play from the outfield. I mean, what is going on with Brady Dunn today? Matt Justice will get a base hit here and will be pinch ran for Dallas Blitz. 1 out here for Gene Slaughter. Strike, no, not going to be called. It is a ball, but there goes Dallas Blitz. That might be important here. Might be important. Roger Cortez, deep fly ball. Brady Dunn, can he make a play? No. It was just over his head. I was going to be amazed if he made another play in this game. Absolutely crazy. But now we get Michael Estrada to worry about yet again. Manager here for the Good Boys saying, just put him on, man. Just put him on. It's 5-5 game. We can get it out anywhere at this point. Get it out at 3rd, get it out at 2nd, 1st. Everything's in play here. So Scotty Finnegan, got to get him, and we do. Challenged him right down Broadway. Now we are going to make a pinch hit move here. We're going to replace Logan Boucher because he's not very good against righties. Reyes is better against righties. So we definitely like this matchup here. 3-1 pitch, and Worth is going to walk Reyes. So we like that. Now the CPU actually comes in, and they make this move. I did not make this move. They did it. Yuki is going to come in as a pinch runner. Now 5-5 game here. We've got a base hit in the gap. Connor Altman delivers the big blow. Perhaps they got to get this throw in. Yuki's got some speed. He's rounding third. He's headed for home. He will score. It is 6-5, and Connor Altman now has a 2-run homer and an RBI double. You love to see it. Now Cavado will deliver a base hit here right in front of Cortez, the right fielder. Let's see if they challenge the throw. They will not. So it's still 6-5. Runners on the corners here. Double play is still in order. So you got to get Scott Gonzalez to ground out, but you throw him a high pitch like that, he's not going to ground that thing out. That's over the head of Cortez at the base of the wall. Another run will score. Then on second and third with one down. Scott Gonzalez, an RBI double. 7-5 game. 1-1 pitch here. Chris Addison. They do get the second out, but Cortez's throw is a little offline, and the runner will score. It is now 8-5, guys. Kingston Mondesir, he wants some more, doesn't he? He wants to get a part of the party. But Scott Gonzalez steals third base. What's the rule, guys? You never make the last out at third base. But Kingston Mondesir comes through with a base knock. He wouldn't have scored. Gonzalez wouldn't have scored on that play had he not been at third base. So it's a team effort all the way around, guys. 1-2 pitch here to D. Will. Darius Wilson, deep drive to left field. That ball is gone. Richmond has scored 6 runs in this lone inning. Number 18 for Darius Wilson. And we're never going to look back. We scored those 6 runs way late in the game. Maples couldn't respond. They couldn't do anything about it. And the good boys will secure another W, and that's got to be a heartbreaking loss, guys. Bottom of the 8th inning, Richmond scores 6 runs, and Wisconsin can't respond. They don't have enough time to respond. They have 1 more inning left. The top of the 9th, that's it. So the Maples, they had a good offensive showing outside of what they ran into, a little buzzsaw there with Shevchuk, but they started figuring him out late. So, I mean, I like what Wisconsin's bringing this season. I really do. Especially considering what they lost in Avante Duckworth. So there's still like a very competitive team. I just think that there's going to have to be a lot that goes right for them to get into the postseason. They're a game and a half back in the AL wildcard. But that's not insurmountable, but they're going to need a little help. They're going to need teams in front of them to lose, and maybe the schedule will help them out there as well. But guys, pitcher's mound. Dirt. Let's focus in on that. No, let's talk about the playoff picture here in the AL. You can see that the Hammers and the Maples, they're still in this thing. Phoenix and Boston, this is a big match. It's a big series. Things could move and shake around in the AL wildcard for certain. You got Chicago's in the mix too. Again, Wisconsin and Pittsburgh, they're still kind of hanging around. So Phoenix really needs to just take care of business in this one. And Boston feels the heat as well because they got Rico Ramos on the mound. This is going to be a tough matchup for them. Big strikeout pitcher, but he can be had if you get him into those runners in scoring position spots, right? If he gets traffic on the base path, he can be had. But right now it looks like he's feeling it here. 3 strikeouts, bottom third, 2-2 pitch here to Lip Branson. He's going to go down as well. That circle change is looking nasty for Mr. Rico Ramos Jr. So Kevin Stoitz, big hitter for Phoenix. He's not going to get it done here in the 4th inning. They will fly him out. Now look at this location here. I mean, there's no reason I need to swing at that, but he's throwing 98 miles an hour. He's so tough. 2 seamers just going to catch the outside part of the plate, just clipping it a little bit. Cloutier is going to strike out looking. Not often that you're going to get a guy like that to strike out looking. Another strikeout here for Jewel Carver, so he's killing it as well. Cut fastball, 98 for Charlie Ward. Good luck. See you later. 7th strikeout. Bud Brewer goes down again. Another cut fastball, 97 miles an hour. This dude is just dealing. 8 strikeouts for Rico Ramos Jr. Top 6, Carrasco. Line drive in the corner. Right fielder Gorzelski's got to get this thing in. Carrasco does slide in safely for a 1-out double. So finally we've got a little traffic here for Phoenix. 27th double on the season for Carrasco. Base hit here for Darren Avalos. Throw coming on in from Gorzelski. Are they going to have a play at the plate? No. Not going to test it. So still 1 down. Runners on the corners here. Owen McCallum got to come through. Can't do it. Four-seamer. Jewel Carver's got him. That's number 5. Colton Cannon. Fly ball out there to right field. Got the play made. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We got Leslie Gorzelski. Deep drive off of Rico. That's over the wall. It's gone. 96-mile-an-hour two-seamer. Gorzelski, he's seen him enough in this game. He's like, you just got to stay back. You got to go opposite field. He throws too hard. Everything's hard on Rico Ramos. It's just got a lot of movement, too, so you got to balance that. So good job by Gorzelski, the rookie, but even better job for the veteran. With your backs up against the wall a little bit, top 7th, late in the game. Kevin Stoitz comes through, number 42 on the season. This guy just continues to rake every season, guys. We're into 3 seasons at this point. He's every year 30+. He's guaranteed 30+. How about Hannibal Lobo? The number 6 hole hitter. Deep drive to left field. That baby's gone. 2-1 Phoenix. They've come back to take the lead late. Now the question is, can they hold on? Looks like they got all the swagger. That's a little awkward there, Hannibal. It's a little awkward here. How about the defense? Colton Cannon. I've never seen that animation before. I've seen guys dive and get up and do a burpee, basically, push themselves up, do a push-up. Never rolling over to the bag. Never that. I've never seen that. But great play by Colton Cannon. Now, we get to see the CPU make a little savvy decision here. Javier Perez, the guy they just traded for from Philadelphia, he comes on, career high in home runs. They're looking for a big knock, but Willie Lamar will walk him. He's going to walk Gorzelski as well. So now 2 straight walks with 2 outs. They're going to go to Damian Smooth. 4.05 ERA, 30 strikeouts to 3 walks. He's not a guy that's going to walk somebody, but that's not going to help. Pass ball or wild pitch. I believe it would be a wild pitch. I'm not going to give that on Chuck Storm, but 2-2 now. Machado, base hit up the middle, and take a look at Avalos. Dude, get the ball in. I don't know if he just thought the run was going to score anyway, but dude, we got to try to throw that thing back into home. We got to try. Keep this thing 2-2. Next batter up here is Mike Price, and we've got Machado stealing, and throw's going to go off wide. Avalos again, lackadaisical in center field. Dude, he cost us another bag. So that's going to be an error on Chuck Storm. 1-2 pitch on Price. Ground ball. Oh, what a play by Carrasco. Could be out number 3, but no. The run's going to score from third. That's an error on Carrasco. A throwing error. 2 errors now in the same inning. Tom Cloutier up. Ground ball. Should be out number 3, but Colton Cannon is going to throw it away and bobble it in the same play. 3 errors in this inning. And Boston has got the lead now 4-2. Charlie Ward comes up and says, I'm going to make you pay for it all. Jackpot. 3-run home run for Charlie Ward. And guys, in the bottom of the 8th inning, you're the road team. You get one more shot. This game's over. He put a nail in the coffin. Phoenix wanted that. They got it. They started dinking around in the field. You wanted to mess around and not stay focused, not play good defense. It's going to cost you. That's not going to set well in the clubhouse. I can guarantee you that, especially when you are holding only a couple games ahead of teams that are chasing you in the AL wildcard chase. That was a terrible, terrible inning. Colton Cannon had 2 errors today. Chuck Storm, Carrasco, obviously those 3 guys contributed to the loss in that final inning. So, Rico Ramos Jr., what is to say about him? 7 innings and 9 strikeouts. He did absolutely what he had to do, and then some. So, we've always talked about how Rico is just very inconsistent. He's up and he's down. We've seen some flashes. He's very flashy. But today was like a glimpse of what we knew he could be. A 9 strikeout, just dominant pitcher. And his team let him down today. He didn't get saddled with the loss, but his team let him down. All right, let's take a look here at the NL wildcard. Good game here between Kansas City and Houston. Kansas City was kind of my dark horse pick at the beginning of the season. I didn't see how they could ever get to this point during the year. They were in last place for most of the season, and then now all of a sudden, here they are. They're ready to go in the second half of the season, it looks like. Tino Fuentes home run. Starting this thing off in the right way. Kansas City, of course, trying to vie for that wild card positioning, trying to maintain their spot, trying to maintain their hold on it. So we'll see how this all plays out on the road here in Houston. But they do have an early lead. Fortenberry comes through off of Jack Melton with a 2-run shot. That's going to get the scoring started for the Copperheads. And, you know, this game's important for both of these teams because, of course, Houston, you don't want to lose your grasp on the NL Central because Kansas City's on the come-up here. You don't want to lose your grasp. And Miami, LA, you've got other teams, only a game and a half back in the wild card. It's getting pretty clustered, guys. Getting pretty clustered. So each team here, very, very important that we get a W. So, hey, bases juiced. Wallace Hayes pops it up. Catcher's going to make this grab. 1-2 pitch here. Ground ball. Third baseman. Risky throw there to second. Maybe it might have been better to go to first. A little more conservative there. So still 2-1 game here. Houston with the lead. Bottom third. Base hit down the line. Dobby comes through. Dobie. Andrew D comes through with a RBI double. It is now 3-1 Houston, and it doesn't look like they're really looking back here. That is a base knock for Russell Richmond on a 1-2 pitch. It's now 4-1, but Carter Williamson having a really tough time out there near the flagpole. It is now 5-1, and that is another RBI double back-to-back here for the Copperheads, and they're just really killing it now. They're killing it on KC now. Luke Vinskoff finally getting some playing time after Ricky Herring, their big-time shortstop, got traded to Miami. Might have been a good move for them because, again, they made that move. They made a trade that pretty much everybody thought they were selling. And now Vinskoff's kind of stepped in and been the guy that has really helped them out, right? I think it was a good move. So now Kansas City has relieved Jack Melton of his services here today, and it's up to Howie Sellers. But Jay Kinney comes through. Look at that. Runner was in motion. They had a little hit and run going on. And Kinney's going to deliver another RBI double. Seems to be kind of the theme here for the Copperheads offense, and they'll never look back. Final score will be 7-1. So Copperheads, another game under their belt here in the NL Central. For the Monarchs, again, can't really afford to lose any games here at this point. There's not a lot of wiggle room with teams like Miami behind you. Teams like the Nashville Heat are behind you. The LA Knights, never want to let the LA Knights back into this thing either. But their offense really didn't do too much. Had a couple guys with 2 hits. Obviously had the Tino Fuentes home run. That kind of sparked that offense early with the 1-0 lead. But ever since, Fukumori just shut him down. He's now a 15-game winner, by the way. Let's move on to this matchup here. 2 teams under 500, but Nashville has won 12 straight games. Crazy. They're now in the mix in the NL wildcard. Pretty nuts. And we get to see rookie pitcher Frank Giuliani, a guy that was drafted last season, a custom pitcher, against another custom pitcher here. Kind of a tale of 2 different custom players. One being Vitello Jr. has got 30 starts under his belt. Frank Giuliani has gotten some relief work, but this is his first ever GGBL start. And his first ever GGBL starts strikeout is going to come at the hands of my guy, Walker Littieri, a third baseman for Nashville. So kind of interesting storyline here between these 2 pitchers, but really the main story is the worst team in the NL Central, the Swing. Are they going to snap Nashville's winning streak here? Kind of dicing their playoff hopes. We'll find out. It's looking pretty good right now after David Valentine comes through with his 7th double of the season. Got a nice little call up there. Was playing well down in AAA. Got a call up here in July after the trade day. So he does come through with a double, and he does score thanks to Raul Magana. That's a nice job, nice piece of hitting there on Rocco Giavitello Jr. But Carson Vine with a man on second base, 0-2 pitch, just takes it the other way. Beautiful piece of hitting right there. Going to get the RBI. Game is now tied, and that sets up the number 3-hole hitter, James Levitt, former Minnesota Jack that they paid a lot of prospects to go get him, and they're paying him a lot of money. But guys, that is number 452 for James Levitt. So basically, the Jacks just moved on from a future GGBL Hall of Famer for a bunch of prospects. I think it's going to work out for him, but man, is it working out now for Nashville on that 12-game winning streak. He comes through with a big knock right there, giving him the lead, and that's going to give Giavitello a little bit of cushion there. He can start working that knuckleball in there, be a little more confident there in a lead. Comes through with a couple strikeouts, top 4th. Pedroza with runners on the corners, nobody down. That is France out there in left field. Can't get the throw, can't hit the cutoff man, and that is going to score another run. And then Giovatello against Russell France with a man on base. Deep drive to left field at the wall. It is caught by William Murphy. What a catch. As an outfielder myself, I respect that, man. You're going hard. You're going hard at the wall. You don't care if that hurts. You want to make that play. You want to look good on the ESPN Top 10, the GGBL Top 10, the GGN, the GG Network, the Goldglover Baseball League Network. I'm going to stop. James Levitt makes the catch, and Giuliani is out, still searching for his first GGBL hit. He has been playing two-way a little bit. He is a two-way player, by the way, but he has been trying to find his first knock. They thought that would be a good storyline, but trying to see if he could actually do it in gameplay. It doesn't look like he's going to do it here today. But Giovatello comes through again with another strikeout. Top of the 5th inning, we've got Mackenzie Rayburn on the mound and William Murphy after a big catch defensively. I mean, France didn't even he didn't even jump for that ball. He could have caught that thing, honestly. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Murphy goes all out in left field, runs into the wall. France could have attempted to make that catch. It literally bounced off the top of the wall into the stands. He could have made that catch. He could have made that out for his pitcher. So those little things, you start to ask yourself, I wonder what the culture is like out there in New Orleans, right? Maybe there's a couple cancerous players out there, but that's maybe a topic for another day. But Giovatello is 16-game winner now this season in his rookie year. 5 strikeouts, pitched very, very well, held the swing down. Only a couple guys. I mean, nobody had a multi-hit game for the swing. That's kind of the big takeaway here. 4 hits in total and 11 strikeouts across the way. So we're going to shift gears back to the AL side, but specifically the AL West. We got the San Antonio Bandits, which are leading the AL West, 9-1 in their last 10, taking on the OKC Cyclones. And Bear Bierbauer, a San Antonio Bandit, but he wanted to try out the threads for the OKC Cyclones. It's funny graphics, man, funny graphics. Good pitching matchup here between Humberto Feliz and Connor Slater for OKC. And we're going to start off our highlight reel with highlight reel worthy play. Ground ball here to Mark Schnell, shortstop, and made a diving play to get Braden Leroy. That's a great move, great play. And this was a guy, if you guys remember in the trade day, he came over from San Francisco. So he was one of those 2 veteran pieces that they wanted to add. Good defender. Not so much in the hitting department, but, I mean, he's all right. He'll contribute. Speaking of good defense, we got good D at third base as well. So San Antonio shutting him down. Got good pitching out of Humberto Feliz, plus some good D. Now, take a look at the bottom of the 4th here. Jordan with a nice move there at third base. Able to get his man at the end of the inning. So, speaking of Ken Jordan, the guy that made the great play at third, well, Humberto is like, I can do that too, buddy. I can play my position perfectly as well. Now, I want you to see something here on the box score. Did you notice that? There was only 1 hit across both teams. And did I jinx it? Well, maybe. That's usually how these things work. But in the bottom of the 5th inning, Alfonso's going to fly out, and we're going to the top of the 6th. So we'll see if OKC can get a knock. And they got one. And it's a big one. It's a big blow to the scoreboard. Dixon blasts the solo home run. His 25th of the regular season, and it was a shot. 413 feet. Next batter up with nobody down, and that's a diving catch. Thanks to Bear Bierbauer. He's like, you know what, Humberto, you've been pitching so good, man. Like, if you're going to give up 1 hit, ruin the no-no, at least I can still dive and treat this like a no-no, man. It's 1-0 game. We need every out that we can get. So still top 7th, 2-2 pitch here to Braden Leroy. That is hit number 2. And with the pitch count and given the situation in the game, I think Feliz's day is done. Not really in line to win the game at this stage. Already down 1-0. But it was a really great effort. The fans appreciate it. They are giving him a standing ovation. And, of course, it is returned with the tip of the cap. So Billy Hollander is going to come on out. 14-10, 77 games that he's pitched in, 178 innings. He might as well be a starter at this point. I swear to God, the show just treats these players, these long relievers, as starting pitchers, extensions of the starting 5. It's ridiculous. But we do get a base hit and then a walk, and then Billy Hollander is going to deliver this pitch to Kevin Dixon, and that is a base knock. It should get at least 2 runners home, and it will. It is 3-0, guys. Top 7. Game is slowly slipping away from the Bandits. It's slowly being stolen away from them, if you will. Ray Knowles, the number 9 hitter. Base hit right over the head of second baseman Matt Campos. That's going to score another run. Throw does come back in to limit the damage here. Still runners on the corner. And Ray Knowles delivers a big knock there. But Han Berger putting his stamp on this game. Putting his FDA approval on that. It is now 5-0. Might as well make it 6-0. Game's over, guys. There will be a couple more scores. It is 8-1, your final score. And Slater will get the W here. Humberto Feliz, a double-digit loss pitcher now. He was 14-9 heading into this game. Of course, he would have loved to have kept his loss total in single digits all year long, but it's okay. It's still a good record. 14-10, still a good record. He's going to have a couple starts here to possibly get to 16 wins, which would be a really good season. But Slater was really good, man. 7 1/3, and he took down the AL West division leaders in this game. I think that he pitched admirably. And then Feliz, 6 1/3, had a quality start. So what more can you ask out of him? And, of course, he was tossing up a no-no for a little while. So, guys, after the gameplay here tonight, we're just taking a look real quick at the schedule of games that I think that I want to show for the live stream. We've got Pittsburgh, Colorado. Of course, Pittsburgh's in the playoff chase. I want to be careful with them because if you sim too far ahead, they might just get eliminated through sim. That wouldn't be really fair. Plus, I really want to show these 3 games. LA, San Diego. San Francisco's about like 2.5, I think 3 games back of the NL wildcard as well. And then, of course, Seattle. Seattle's game, I definitely want to show them as well with Chicago. Chicago's in the AL wildcard race as well. Of course, Nashville, kind of want to keep tabs on those guys. They're still riding that 13-game winning streak with their 1 loss in this month coming on the first day of the month. So just kind of crazy what they're doing, what they're being able to put together. And then, of course, Seattle, you got that Chicago series, you've got the LA series, San Francisco series. They have 7 games in the last 2 weeks against LA. That is absolutely huge for both teams. So there's going to be a lot of Seattle and LA hatred going on in those 2 games, those 2 series, I should say. So a lot of rivalries going to be built upon these last 2 weeks, built on, if you will. And then you got Miami against Nashville. That's a good series right there too. So 2 teams in the NL shooting for wild card spots. So it's going to get a little crazy here in the last couple of weeks, and I feel like live streaming it here would be kind of fun. And I just don't know if it's going to have to be split into 2 separate live streams in order to like finalize it and put a stamp on the season, the regular season. But you guys let me know in the comment section below for this video. What games would you like to see? Like what are absolute games that you would love to see in a live stream? Maybe some games that we could pass on, if you will. But I've got mine in mind. I want to throw it out there and see what you guys think. We've also got a pretty tight AL East battle. Boston is still hanging in there with New York. They're 2 games back from that division. So it's not a foregone conclusion that, New York is going to win that division outright. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you back here on Friday night next week for a live stream. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.